Hi, my little snowflakes. Welcome to my first makeup video. In today's video, we're going to do simple makeup for mature women. As you can see, I'm not a young chick anymore. Gray hair, some wrinkles, some brown spots. But we're going to work on all of that to get you looking glowing as you go out the door. I'm going to start with a primer. It doesn't have to cost you a lot of money. e.l.f. primer is terrific, and it also has 20 SPF, so it protects your skin from the sun as well. I'm going to start by putting a little bit, by squeezing it, just on my fingertips, about that much. Rub it together and get it warm on your hands, and then start gently across and down on your nose, and it glides on really almost like silk. It feels wonderful when you're putting it on. Careful of your eye area, gently, so you're not tugging on that skin. And there we are. The next step is, instead of putting a foundation on, I am going to use, it really is like a moisturizer, but it's tinted. And this is by Josie Moran. Great product. It has argan oil, so it's soft and gentle, and it smooths on your skin and doesn't collect in the creases. We know what those are, those little wrinkles all around your face. So I'm going to start with that, and I will add, before I put that on my face, I'm going to add a little highlighter because we all can use a little glow. This is Becca. You can find it in many skin shades. I am using Opal, which is a good color for my skin. So I'll mix those together and then I'll apply them on my face. Now I start with a few pumps of the argan oil tinter. And I love to add, as I told you, the highlighter, but you don't need a lot of this highlighter. One pump usually does it. Mix it together. Now I'm going to start applying it. I usually use a brush if it's foundation, but because this is a moisturizer, it just goes on easier with your fingers. I just feel like I have better control. So I'm going to start again on the top of my forehead, bring it down across your face, then the T-zone area, slide it down across here, under here. Again, being careful of the eye area. You don't want to tug too much on that. And then you just take time blending it in, little swirls. You're going to see a shine. That's the highlighter. It's giving you that glow. You want to make sure you take it back to your hairline. Finish blending in the tinted moisturizer with highlighter. And you can see my skin is glowing a little, but that's okay because we're going to be using other products. Next, we're going to use Naked Skin. This is by Urban Decay, and it's a concealer, but it's really a correcting fluid. It's purple. Now, it comes in other colors. Again, you can choose what's best for your skin type, but purple is good for my skin type, and it's going to hide the brown spots and the dark circles under my eyes. Over that, I'm using another great product, Benefit. It's a concealer, but it's also moisturized. Let me just show you what that looks like. The moisturizer is around the outside of the concealer, and it comes in a lot of shades, again, to match your skin. Okay, we'll be doing that next. I'm going to put the correction fluid right here on my hand. It helps to have more control this way of how much you're applying rather than with your fingertip. I have a brush. This brush is flat end. It's easier to put it on and blend it in. So let's begin. Okay, so I'm working it gently over the brown area, the circles under my eyes. I need more, so just apply a little more. And keep going. And you see the slight purple, but you can also see the concealing happen. Then I get up here, because what makes dark circles is the blood flow from this vein right down under your eye. And as you can see, that's dark as well. Part of my nationality, I'm afraid. Frequently. Okay, now you can see I finished the other eye as well. And the correcting fluid looks purplish. That's okay. It's going to be covered by the concealer. Now I'm going to the concealer. You have options with concealer. No matter what, if it's liquid, solid, doesn't matter. You can use a brush again, you can use your fingers, or you can just apply it. I don't like to apply it like this because it pulls on that tender area just below your eye, which will show wrinkles really quick. So I use my finger and I just rub it and then dab it on. I'm going to blend it with the brush after I dab it on. And I like this because it's really moist. Okay, now going to use that again, the flat brush. And I'm going to just gently stroke it away from the eye area. Blending it in. If you have too much one place, you can just gently swipe it away. And I'll apply a little bit more. Don't be afraid of it. Use as much as you think you need to get that covered up. Okay, now after you finish under your eyes, you can also use a bit of the concealer on those brown spots, which I have one especially large right here. So I'm going to put a little with my finger on that spot just to kind of cover that up a little bit, because that's the one that I really see the most and it bothers me. You can do anywhere on your face. Okay, now I like to always put a little bronzer on. Your face looks sun-kissed when you use a bronzer. Again, being careful of what kind of bronzer you use. I love this new product. It's called Hourglass, and they have a luminous bronzer, but I got it in light, so you can get it in light, medium, or dark, depending on your skin tone. Let me show you. It's a mixture of different colors. I also use, to apply it, a Sephora angled brush. Okay, you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. I apply bronzer first across my forehead. Your idea is that wherever the sun hits your face, you want a little of the bronzer. You do not need much, just a little. And gently, lightly stroke it on that T-zone. Okay, a little on the cheekbones, bringing it up. Same on the other side, up to your hairline, a little down your nose, just on the top, and a bit on your chin, where the sun would be hitting your face. Okay, that's all. Okay, now we're ready to begin putting the makeup on our eyes, some eyeshadow. Because it's just going to be a light touch of makeup today, I'm using the Naked palette, number 3. And it really is in these beautiful shades of pinks and mauves. Okay. Comes with its own brush. For fine lines, I use this end. To brush on the shadow, I use this end. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with the very lightest right here. And I like to put that just under my eyebrow, because it's going to be contrasting with the eyeshadow. Okay, I'm going to start with a light color, the very lightest. It's called Strange, right here, and put that under my brows. Okay, you can see the contrast. Next, I'm going to move to the color right next door. Okay, I used, to go under my brows first, the lighter color, Strange. I'm moving now to Dusty, which is the pinker color. And I'm going to put that on my eyelid. Just stroke it on your eyelid. Okay. Now, I want to move to something a little more glittery to define here and on the inner aspect to give your eyes a bright look. So I'm going to move now to Buzz. I love this name. This is Buzz. I'm going to take a little of Buzz and I'm going to put it right down the center, staying out of the crease, right down the center. Okay. And then I put a little in here. Not much. Okay. Next, I want to put a darker shade in the crease. As you can see, I already have a dark look in my crease because it's very deep. So I don't go to way on the end where it's very dark. But I like to go, this one is Moonlit. And I'm going to put that in the crease. Do not go right into your corner, but stay here and sweep it over, just like that. Again, don't go in the crease, close to the inner eye, but just in here and sweep it over. Okay, then I take that and I carefully blend it a little bit up here so you can see the contrast of the light and the dark. Okay. I think we've got it. Now I'm going to just do a small line above my lashes. Gives it depth and a definition. I'm using a great last color here, Blackheart. First I dip the little end into a teeny bit of water because that makes it a little more intense. Dab it. And then this is the hard part, putting that line in. Taking it gently to the outside, and then I open to get close. And there we go, we have that. I'll do the other eye. Next, I'm using mascara. I'm using Makeup Forever Excessive Lash. Your eyelashes are thinner than when you were young, so I like to have some thickening mascara. Very carefully, working from the inside to the outer part of your lashes. I don't like to use a lot because it really looks fake when you have just a few lashes, but just to enhance a little bit. Then move down to the bottom. And I use a zigzag on the bottom because my lashes are much shorter. I don't like to blotch it on my face, so I zigzag it. And it fills in your lashes. There. Okay, now we're going to apply lipstick, my favorite product. I love lipstick. I love all different colors that fit with my skin tone. But today I'm choosing a very, very neutral shade. It's by Lorac, and it's called Heroine. I like to think of it as the female hero. So this color is great to just step out and do all your errands or something easy like a lunch with a friend. Many people will use a brush for the lipstick. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Usually on a lighter shade, I just apply it right out of the tube. Here we go. I start right in the area in the middle that dips in, and I kind of build it up. Okay, and then to the bottom. Okay, now I need a tissue. And I put that in Still Blot like we did years ago. And there you go. Okay, now I don't know if everyone's heard about this or not, but this is the Urban Decay Quick Fix. It's your finishing spray, which holds and sets your makeup for the day. Close your eyes, number one. A few spritzes, and you're good to go. Okay, here's the finished product. Does it look like I'm ready to go out the door and run my errands? You never know who you might run into at the grocery store. Please remember that my site is a kind site. Only positive, uplifting comments, please. Now, I want to ask you, please subscribe. Since this is my first video, I'd like to do several more and hope that people enjoyed this. So subscribe, like, share with all your friends. My little snowflakes, I love you all and look forward to seeing you again. Bye-bye.